So, Brent, could you tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, and what kind of artwork you do?
I do painting, photography, and wire wrap jewelry. I do tons of art. I used to do tattoos a long time ago. Just pretty much. I'm an artist. I'm a full-time artist right now. Just living the dream. Um, I've worked just a lot of jobs, about 40 hours a week. Just like a normal person. Um, got really mundane. Worked 40 hours a week. Paycheck to paycheck, and I wasn't happy. And I was always doing this on the side, and so I just decided to go full time, and yeah, I just a lot happier doing this. I
Hmm.
still paycheck to paycheck, but I'm happier, a lot happier doing this.
Could you tell us a little bit more about your background?
Um, uh, my childhood was very uh, rough, I would say, without going into too much detail. Um, I'm very family oriented. My family's not very doesn't feel the same way, so I'm very distant. I've traveled a lot from Minnesota to California, Washington, Arizona, California, Kansas, Missouri. A lot of all over the place. I find myself here in Arizona now, following my daughter and her mom. Just trying to stay close to them right now.
Okay. Um, what What's your strongest memory of your childhood? Would you could share with
Uh,
us a little bit about your childhood?
just always being creative. I would go up to my grandma's house up in Fort Bragg for the summers. And my grandma, she was a fanatic crafter. She would be painting, making stuff out of wood, collecting seashells, and that always just that always just stuck with me. It was a good time of my life, and
Okay.
definitely stuck through there.
So, Brent, if you can describe a real life situation that inspired you, what type of situation, what exactly that can inspire
Um,
you?
with painting, uh, it was definitely just learning techniques and um, be with childhood. Wait, what was that question again?
Uh,
Sorry again.
Describe to us a real life situation that inspired you. Yes.
Right. Yeah, it would definitely be my grandma and her crafting,
Uh-huh.
and
I see.
just being always hands on. The reactions I get from my artwork is very inspiring. There's been times
Hmm.
where people see things kind of relating to their situation, even though it was painted in a whole, from a different perspective, I guess. And
I see.
seeing their reactions, and
Right.
that was
Right.
very fulfilling to me.
So, as an artist, what's your opinion about the role? What role does the artist have in the society?
Oh man, being creative is a form of emotion to me.
Hmm.
Painting is just emotion. Art is emotion, and I think I bring people to be comfortable with those emotions
Hmm.
and to see beauty in those emotions rather than you know being so distant
Right.
and
Right.
can't relate.
Mm. So you already did describe to us your um, other jobs that you had. So is there anything else as far as what jobs you have done other than being an artist?
Oh, I've done landscaping, built cabinets,
Mhm.
Comcast. I used to deliver auto parts,
Oh, wow.
moving companies. I mean,
You've done quite a bit.
I've
Yeah.
done a lot of work.
Right.
Like I said, it just wasn't fulfilling to me. I mean, of course, you know, your job is always fulfilling, but that should be the goal. But it just wasn't making me happy at the end of the day.
Right. So, what is an artistic outlook for on life?
The artistic look on life, I would say, is beauty. There's beauty in everything. Man,
Okay.
I can look around everywhere, and whether it be the downtown Phoenix where the slums are, or a bad area or something, I still see beauty in a lot of things. So
Nice.
that's the artistic look.
Yeah. Is the artistic life lonely? What do you do to counteract it?
Yeah, it's definitely a lonely life.
Lonely life, huh? But what do you do to counter it?
I go to
Counteract it.
parks, and I kind of set up right in the middle of a park where they have benches and like a barbecue area, and I spend the day there with people walking around, and eventually there's quite a few people that'll stop by and be interested in what I'm doing, or if I'm wire wrapping, they'll think I'm doing like fishing lines, and that'll bring their attention up to me. Just the conversations I have there kind of counteracts the loneliness.
Okay. So speaking of wire wrapping, you also do other things, right? Like jewelry.
Yes.
Okay.
Jewelry, photography. I used to do tattoos a long time ago. Sculpting with like clay and stuff like that.
That's interesting. You are an artist, sure. What is your dream project, Brent?
My dream project, man, that is it's kind of built from one thing to another. Of course, when I was doing tattoos, I wanted to have my own tattoo studio, and that kind of gave me the basics of what everything combines to now. Right now, it is to get a warehouse, a huge warehouse. I'd say, you know, man, enough to have an event or like a gallery showing, but also have studios in the back for each type of medium, and where you can walk in, anyone can walk in and learn from photography to wire wrapping to painting to building clay pots, and you know, I just want an outlet for people to connect with their emotions.
That's quite a dream project. Hope it comes true.
Yeah, one of these days.
Yeah, one of these days. You've been around quite a bit, Brent. What is your favorite or most inspirational place? Would you say?
Oh man, this right here.
Okay.
Being out in the open, I found myself, you know, pretty much locked in rooms, painting or doing stuff. I get really blocked. And so being out in the open and being at parks and beautiful places, that's inspiring.
Okay. So as an artist yourself, you must have favorite artists, right? So name 3 artists, or name artists that you'd like to be compared to.
Definitely Picasso, Van Gogh, with their kind of abstracts. And their what's the term I'm looking for? Not surrealism, but
Expressionism.
Impersonalism. Impressionism.
Yeah.
Yes, impressionism. It's very good to get out of the norm of actual what something looks like, and kind of be creative with it, and put your own like little flair to it.
Okay. So you do have your own like favorite artwork, right? What is your favorite artwork in terms of painting? Let's say, for example, you like to do mostly abstract or
a little bit
realism?
of everything. I like to switch it up.
Okay.
My favorite is art, period. So with painting, it's hard to stick to one style. But my favorite would probably be abstract.
Okay. So with all the various work that you have done in the past and now doing artwork,
Yes.
what work do you most enjoy doing?
Impressionism,
Okay.
like this one. This would be my favorite painting.
Okay.
It was a very emotional time. So,
Okay. Okay.
That doing some impressionism like that with elongated neck, or not a normal shadow, but a crow shadow in the
Right.
background.
Right. Right.
Something that looks real, but kind of not real at the same time.
Okay. What memorable responses have you had to your work? People stop by, look at your work, it's like, wow.
Definitely, there's this one pendant that I sold to somebody, and they gifted it to somebody that was going through a hard time.
Okay.
Yeah, it definitely touched deep on that. She reached out, asking me if I was the artist, and told me her whole story of how it helped her, and it really that one was very touching.
All right. What do you dislike about the art world?
Definitely how expensive people put their artwork. It's kind of hard to put a price on emotion. Some people just thousands and thousands of dollars, and when someone sees it and has that connection to it, it's hard to say like, I can't afford it, even though I have such a connection to it.
Right.
So I think the art world is very saturated with people who overprice, and it makes it hard for other artists to make money also, because really, who can afford that?
Right.
If they're not good enough, they can't really sell paintings for thousands of dollars. So
I see. That would be your dislike, right?
Yes,
So
very.
what do you like about your art, your work then?
Mine, especially, is how affordable it is.
How affordable.
Because it's very obtainable for people.
Okay.
To connect with it.
All right. That's great. Brent, if you had the superpower, right? What superpower would you have and why?
Man, that's a good question. I think we all have our own superpowers already. We just don't really notice it. Like mine would be like getting people together and talking. Definitely. But if I would have one that I don't have, a superpower I don't have, because everything's a superpower, really. Art. Some people say art is a superpower. Because not everyone can pick up a brush and use it as genuinely as some people do. Man, be talking to animals.
Okay.
It would be talking to animals.
Talk to the animal.
Animals, yes. I would
Be able
love
to
to
relate,
talk
to
to
understand,
animals,
and
yes.
communicate with the
Yeah,
animals.
Dr.
Wow.
Doolittle.
Right. That'd be a superpower.
That'd be my superpower.
Okay, right on. Well, Brent, thank you very much for your time and sharing with us your artistic talents, as well as your little about your background, and we appreciate that very much. And okay, folks, if folks out there want to reach you, Brent, how would they reach you? Contact
I'm
you?
on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all as Thistle Dew, as in the flower thistle, and
Okay.
like a dewdrop. That'd be THISTLE,
Okay.
the underscore DEW, and yeah.
So you have the Facebook, you have Instagram,
Yeah.
and then through this channel, DCK4, people can also get your contact information. Okay, that's great. Well, thank you very much for your time, and hopefully your dream come true.
Yes.